Alrighty, so actually, I think if I remember correctly, this might be the final weapon that I've recorded. So if you guys haven't watched the Shark Attack video or the Supersonic Slasher video, or the Ralphie's Revenge video, definitely recommend going using those, because I recorded videos on those, posted them, and you guys, you should go watch them. But the contender is actually one of the last weapons. Now, this one's a very unique one. It's kind of like the Ralphie's Revenge. Whenever in that video, I basically said like this weapon might just be garbage, but ended up actually doing decently good. So I don't know if I could judge the book by its cover, but the contender is actually kind of bad. And the reason why I say that is because the 6 perks, there's just no good 6 perks on it. There's no affliction, there's no crit explosion, just nothing really there. And on top of it, it's actually a club. So most weapons aren't affected. Like most melee weapons, club wise, there's only one hero that affects clubs. Which is, I think it's Swap the Deck, right? That increases like the club damage or something like that. I don't know. It's the pirate hero. Anyways, yeah. And also on top of that, the perks aren't that great either. You can't have more than 1 attack speed. And the only good thing about it is that it can actually have multiple elements on it. So you can have different elements and have all of them: physical, water, energy, fire. But we're going to be running nature today just due to the fact that it's a water storm whenever at the time of this recording, but if you need to change it to whatever, you can. However, yeah, we're running double damage, attack speed, damage to miss monsters and bosses, because affliction is not there for the 6th perk. Slowed and snared targets isn't good, and then stun, staggered, frozen, or knockdown targets isn't something that's going to be occurring as much. So yeah, kind of unfortunate, but these are the perks that we're going to be running in the loadout, which is actually kind of pretty much what we did for the Supersonic Slasher. However, the one thing that we're changing is actually, instead of Whiteout Fiona, we're going to be running Assassination. Now, you might be thinking, why aren't we going to be running Privateer Hype? Because, she increases your club damage. And the reason being is because Assassination is just ultimately better. Like, I think Privateer Hype actually does, actually, I guess I can, instead of guessing, I could just go to her, which, yeah, right here. So she increases your club damage by 17%, and then Assassination is dealing melee weapon damage, grants 1 stack of Assassination, and then it lasts 5 seconds, and it increases your melee weapon damage by 4.5%, which in total, what is that? 22 and a half, right? So once it's fully max, it's 22.5%, like 22 and a half. So that is literally about 6.5% difference whenever it's, once you have the stacks built up. So Assassination is just ultimately better. The only other thing that like I would run Privateer Hype for is like if I had an extra slot. So like instead of going coconuts, I could run her instead. But I feel like with the contender, I'm going to be dying a lot, or I'm going to be or I'm going to be needing health. So that's like the reason why we're going to be going coconuts. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's probably going to be like the Ralphie's Revenge. It might be underrated, but I'm not going to judge it until we actually get in the mission. Otherwise, yeah, let's just jump into the mission and see how the weapon does. Alrighty, we're in the mission. We got the evacuate charging up. Takes 10 minutes just about, and I lose my mind every single time I do an evacuate. But it's a smoke screen mission, and I wanted to do a little bit more damage and actually do good with melee weapons. So air in the mouth, love to see it. But yeah, I've been using the weapon actually not that bad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for what it's worth, it's kind of like every other melee. You one shot basic enemies, a few shots on actual husky husk, but once you get the assassination built up, you actually kind of start doing a decent amount of damage. Now if I had a little bit more health, I know I'd be doing more. Let me put some healing pads down and then jump down. Okay, they despawned. Let me jump down there. And then we go over here so I don't die right away. Try to build some assassinations right here. I think I might die. Yeah, I'll put some healing pads down. Yeah, see, like, I know I was going to die a lot whenever it came to this loadout, just due to the fact that I don't have coconuts right away. But, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's just run through these real quick. Doesn't help that I'm slowed either whenever it comes to water enemies, but once I get my assassination stacks up, it's actually not that bad. 4 blasters right here. Let me just get rid of them real quick. Okay, so that one's gone. Yeah, there we go. Get more my shadow stance activated. There we go. Get rid of this one right here. Get those enemies done. Yeah, honestly, not that bad. I mean, mist monsters, yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, they are physical enemies, so like I'm not going to be doing as much since this is a nature element one. But against water enemies, like they just get fried. Just look how fast they just die. And mind you, like, I'm not even full HP or full health, so basically I'm not doing as much potential damage as I'm doing. So like, yeah, using adrenaline, I'm doing more now. But oh yeah, I'm not bad. Oh, it does 100% to water and physical. Really, I did not know that. So I guess maybe it's just me then, because I feel like I do less damage whenever it comes to like smashers and blasters whenever I'm running any elemental. Interesting. But yeah, honestly, not bad. I mean, like, first impressions, kind of like the Ralphie's Revenge. You know, like in my head, I kind of psych myself out thinking that it's going to be a bad weapon. But honestly, for what it's worth, it's doing all right. I mean, it's holding up. I don't expect too much from this weapon, but you know, running Paleoluna in lead definitely increases your chance of like actually doing good damage around it. So, yeah, not too bad. I mean, one or two swings and most enemies are dead. Like, look at that. I'm actually curious though, of what the attack speed. So yeah, it's 0.37 seconds. So if you guys don't know, like, running like triple attack speed, that is 0.27. So it takes about a fourth of a second to do one swing. But this is about a third of a second to do a swing. So you get about 3 swings in every second, right? That correct math? Yeah. Oh no, it takes a second. Wait, no, it takes 0.37 seconds for a swing. So every 3 swings a second. So yeah, I don't know why that doesn't sound right, but I'm pretty sure it's correct. So that's not actually bad. I mean, like, for what it's worth, not that bad. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait until the mission starts because it's like a 6-minute defense, and then we'll just jump in from there. Alrighty, the mission has started. I actually wanted to mention something. I totally forgot my Rock and Rift was activated, so I'm not gonna lie, and actually I think I messed up anyways. So on the normal triple attack attack speed Ravager that I have here, it's 0.27 seconds per swing, so that's about 27 times what 480 108 so about a second and a tenth of a second, so 1.08 seconds for 3 swings. And then for the contender, it's 0.44, so it's about 2 swings every second. So yeah, so that makes sense. So like, you know, not bad. Honestly, I do have to say though, like, for it having 0.44 and only 1 attack speed, it definitely doesn't feel like that. I mean, like, it might just be because Totally Rocking Out, or not Totally Rocking Out, Rock and Rift gets activated, then it kind of feels like I'm swinging a little bit faster, so it kind of makes sense. That's why it feels like that. So honestly, not bad. I definitely do think this is kind of like one of those weapons where like you slap Paleoluna in lead and you get a decently good weapon or an okay weapon, you use it, and then bam, you know, it's all right. It's fun to use, you know. And honestly, like, for what it's worth, I mean, like, being able to just go and just demolish these enemies is kind of insane. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing, but like, one swing and things are dead. And even then, like, even if I swing once with Rock and Rift activated, I almost swing twice. I don't know if you see that. So I'm gonna tap once. Watch. So if I tap once and then okay, it's hard to see, but yeah, you can kind of see it. Like, I almost swing, like, with one tap, I almost swing twice, which is kind of weird. That means, like, within 1 click, I'm swinging. But you can hold down. Like, you have to, you know, keep tapping. I just hold down. I actually had back in the day, like, whenever I started using melee weapons, because I hated melee weapons for the longest time. Whenever I started using them, funny enough, I used to tap. I used to, like, tap instead of swing. I actually totally forgot, too, to get coconuts. Like, gosh, you know, and that just shows, like, even without coconuts, I'm doing perfectly fine. I don't know if I can, like, wander off here real quick and open something up to get coconuts, but okay, yeah, honestly, 4. Can I get 2? Dang, I was hoping to get 1 there. But then let me see. Let me eat a coconut and see. Okay, totally rocking. Oh no, Rock and Rift's activated now. Let's see, coconut. I don't know if that's still activated. Increased damage. I think it is. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's all right, you know, doing good. Let me go over here with the groups of enemies and eat a coconut and see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel any different. I think coconuts are just there to give me that extra health that I need whenever I'm losing it. So, yeah, not bad. Honestly, yeah. The way to get this weapon is actually just through melee. Through not mini llamas, through winter llamas. So, one of those very easy to get weapons, and you probably have multiple copies of it if you've played Save the World for a decent amount of time. So yeah, I definitely have to recommend getting this weapon, trying it out with Paleoluna, see how it goes. Now, It's weird because I don't want to say this weapon is definitely something that you must grab. Oh, it's trap vulnerable, so I'm not going to do anything against it. But definitely one of those weapons, like, you could grab it, you know? I mean, the reason why, like, I wouldn't, like, go out of your way to, like, actually try to upgrade this weapon or, like, you know, try to enjoy it is just due to the fact that, like, the perks are kind of wild. I mean, you know, the 6 perk doesn't really have anything that affects it in a big way. The only good thing is that attack speed. I mean, I guess the double damage definitely makes up for the fact. Can I get this? Can I? Come on now. Stay in here. Stay in here. There we go. But it makes up for the fact that it doesn't have like double attack speed, or I can have like, you know, good perks on it. So I don't know. It's not bad. And honestly, that's 6 perk. I mean, like, you don't really notice it as much, but if I can get to it, let me get to it real quick. Yeah, so it gives me armor for 5 seconds and attacks up 5 times. So 40 plus 40 armor whenever that 6 perk's activated. Now, is that something that actually just... Oh yeah, hit an enemy with a weapon grants 8 armor for 5 seconds. So, and I can stack up to it 5 times. So that means I get plus 40 armor. Am my math correct? Yeah. Plus 40 armor whenever I swing 50 times. I guess maybe that's why running coconuts, or the reason why, like, I don't need to run coconuts, because of the increased armor. If you guys don't know, armor is basically like, it's like, imagine like shield, but it's like hidden. That's how I see armor. It just gives you a little bit more hits before you know, take any damage. So yeah, not bad. According to Az, that's 28.5% damage resistance, roughly, he said. So I mean, I guess coconuts aren't really that necessary, because I mean, I almost died in the beginning, yes, but that's just due to the fact that I didn't have my Rock and Rift activated, and going to an encampment, it's a little bit harder, especially with 3 blasters blasting at you. But like right here, you know, like I could just circle around, and then once I get my Rock and Rift activated, then I'm perfectly fine. You know, I can jump around, go over here, hit that real quick. Yeah, same, like, ooh. I also, whenever I do melee weapons, I never do the heavy attack, but I mean, it isn't really crazy with this one. It's like the golf swing. So it's like regular clubs, you just do like the golf swing for some reason. So, yeah, nothing else to talk about. I mean, it's a really good weapon. I definitely recommend getting the weapon, trying it out for yourself. If you want to upgrade and spend your time on it, definitely one of those weapons that are kind of underrated. But hey, I mean, if I had fun with it, you might have fun with it. And if you have the weapon and you want to use it with Paley Luna, or have other loadouts or other weapons that you actually want to enjoy and not just use the same thing 24/7, I'd recommend doing this one. But yeah, otherwise, as always, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, like it, and you know, as always, I say it every single time, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next one.